Hello students. So in today's session, in today's class, we'll be discussing about trading and settlement procedure that are carried out in stock exchange. Okay. So here it's like trading in securities is it's now totally executed through online. So screen-based electronic trading system is used now. So simply put, all the buying and selling of shares and debentures are done through the computer terminal. So with the help of technology, it's like everything that can be done or that was done previously through paper means are now done through computer terminal. So there was a time when the market was in such a situation where there was an open outcry system. So securities, they were totally bought and sold on the floor of stock exchange. So it was like something like an auction system. So the deals were stuck among brokers. Prices were shouted out, and the shares sold the shares were sold to a highest bidder. Okay, so now almost all exchanges, they have gone through the electronic and trading, and is done in the broker's office through computer terminal. So stock exchange, it's like is that as its main computer system with many terminals spread across the country. So trading in securities is done through brokers who are members of the stock exchange. The trading has shifted from the stock market floor to the broker's office. It's like everything is totally become computerized. It's like it has become everything, or everything has become so easy that they can, or they will be able to carry out the transaction in a easy manner. So it's like every broker has to access, or every broker will have to access to the they will have an access to the computer terminal that is connected to the main stock exchange. Okay, so here it's like in this screen based trading, a member, he logs on to the site, and any information about the shares he wishes to buy or sell, and the price is fed into the computer. So the software is designed, or software is used, that the transaction will be executed when the matching order is found from the counterparty. Okay, so the whole transaction, it is carried on the computer screen, with both the parties being able to see the prices of all shares going up and down at all times during the time that a business transaction taking place. Okay, so business hours, like they have a particular business hours, so business is transacted, and during business hours in the stock exchange, like the computer in the broker's office is constantly matching the orders at the best bid and offer price. So those that are not matched remain on the screen and are open for the future matching during the day. It's like the transaction, it is everything is done electronically, everything is done through computer terminal. So the person who wants to buy the share or sell the shares can directly easily buy the share with the help of stock brokers. Okay, so everything has been made very easy. Okay, so today we will discuss about the advantages of this what electronic stock exchange, or electronic means or settlement procedures. Okay, so the electronic trading system or the screen based trading system, they have their own advantage. Like I told you, in the earlier days, it was like the shares, they were put into the auction system. The what prices of the shares were totally shouted out, and the shares were sold at a price of the highest bidder, or at a price which was quoted highest. Okay, so it's like ಯಾರು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕರೀತಾರೆ, ಯಾರು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು, shares ಅನ್ನ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. But here it's like when it comes to your electronic trading system, everything takes place electronically. It's like every transaction. So there is a software that is executed or designed in order to execute these matching orders. So automatically each and every matching orders get what executed. Okay, so what are the advantages of this electronic trading system? The first one is it ensures transparency as it allows participant to see the prices of all securities in the market while business is being transacted. So they are able to see the full market during real time. So it's like information regarding each and every securities that are dealt or that are bought and sold in the stock market can be easily known here. So there is total transparency. It's like the person who is a buyer can go on through each and every share price, okay, or if every shares price ಎಲ್ಲ ಶೇರ್ ಯಾವ್ದೆಲ್ಲ ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಶೇರ್ದು ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಅವನು ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು, ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ನೋಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಗೋ ಥ್ರೂ ಇಟ್. ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪರೆನ್ಸಿ, ಸೊ ಎವ್ರಿ ಒನ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಗೋ ಥ್ರೂ, ಆರ್ ಎನಿ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಹೂ ಈಸ್ ವಿಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಈ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಗೋ ಥ್ರೂ ದಿ ಪ್ರೈಸ್, ಶೇರ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಈಚ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು ಸಿ ದ ಫುಲ್ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ ದಿ ರಿಯಲ್ ಟೈಮ್. ಸೊ ಫುಲ್ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ಸ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಪೂರ್ತಿಯಾಗಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೆ ಈಸಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. The second one is it increases efficiency of information being passed on, so thus helping in fixing prices efficiently. The computer screens display information on prices and also capital market development that influence share prices. So there is efficiency. Why? Because when each and everything is provided in the computer means or computer screen, it's like there has to be efficiency. Yes, so information that has to be passed thus helps in fixing prices efficiently. So there has to be a proper fixing of prices, and the computer screens, they display the information on prices, okay, and also the capital market development that influences the share prices. So there are certain capital market in development that takes place. So all the capital market development will have certain impact on the share prices. So everything, each and every details regarding the fluctuation in price or anything will be specified here. So that is how it is, how efficient it is. Okay, so it's like when there is efficiency, then it becomes easy for an investor to know about the various things that are happening. The third one is it increases the efficiency of operation since there is reduction in time, cost, and risk of error. So totally increases the efficiency of operation. So operation efficiency can be increased to a greatest extent. So the reason why the operation efficiency can be increased is that there is reduction in time, cost, as well as the risk of error. So risk of error can be totally reduced. The time as well as the cost also can be reduced to a greatest extent. Okay, so the fourth one is people from all over the country and even abroad who wish to participate in the stock market can buy or sell securities through brokers or members without knowing each other. People from all over the country, even abroad, who wish to participate in the stock market can buy or sell securities through brokers or managers without knowing each other. So that is, they can sit in the broker's office, log on to the computer at the same time and buy or sell securities. So this system has enabled a large number of participants to trade with each other, thereby improving the liquidity of the market. So the person from any place, yes, that is even from abroad, can make payments or can buy securities easily. So if he is wishing or if he is willing to participate in the stock market, if he wants to buy or sell the securities through brokers or members, what they can do is like they can do that even without knowing each other. Okay, so that is, they can sit in the broker's office, log on to the computer at the same time and buy or sell securities. So this system totally enables a large number of participants to trade with each other. So it totally improves the liquidity of the market. So liquidity of the market can be increased to a greatest extent. Okay, so the fifth one is a single trading platform has been provided as business is transacted at a time in all the trading center. Okay, the business is transacted at a time in all the trading centers. So all the trading centers spread all over the country have been brought onto one trading platform, that is the stock exchange on the computer. So it's like, each and every transaction or single trading platform has been provided. So the reason why this single platform or trading platform is it is transacted at same time in all the trading centers. So all the trading centers spread all over the country have been brought into one trading platform. Okay, so it becomes easy to carry out the transaction. The next concept is National Stock Exchange of India. National Stock Exchange of India. So the National Stock Exchange, it is the latest as well as the most modern and technology driven exchange. So it was incorporated in 1992, and it was totally recognized as a stock exchange in April 1993. Okay, so it started its operation in 1994. So see that you are remembering this. So it was incorporated in 1992. It was recognized as a stock exchange in 1993, that is April 1993, and started its operation in 1994. So with trading on the wholesale debt market segment, subsequently it launched the capital market segment in November 1994 as a trading platform for equities and the futures and option segment in June 2000 for various derivative instruments. So NSE has set up a nationwide what is it, like fully automated screen based trading system. So NSE, it was set up by leading financial institutions, banks, insurance companies, and other financial intermediaries. So it is managed by professionals who do not directly or indirectly trade on the exchange. So the trading rights are with the trading members who offers their services to the investors. Though the board of National Stock Exchange, it comprises of senior executives from promoter institutions and eminent professionals without having any representation from trading members. Okay, so this is all about your National Stock Exchange. Like I told you, it was incorporated in 1992, recognized as stock exchange in 1993, and started its operation in 1994. Yes, so and it launched the capital market segment in November 1994 as trading platform for equities, and the futures and option segment in June 2000 for various derivative instruments. The next concept is objectives of NSE. Objectives of NSE. So the first one is establishing nationwide trading facilities for all types of security. So the main objective of NSE is to establish nationwide trading facility. So it is not for one type of securities; it is for all the type of security. So it has an objective of providing a nationwide or nationwide trading facility for all the types of securities. The second one is ensuring equal access to investors all over the country through an appropriate communication network. Ensuring equal access to investors all over the country through an appropriate communication network. So there is a proper communication network or appropriate communication network which is set. So it ensures total access to investors all over the country. So each and every investors over a country can have access over the activities that are taking place through an appropriate communication network. The third one is providing a fair, efficient, and transparent securities market using electronic trading system. So it uses electronic trading system to provide the security market information. So what it does is it provides a fair as well as efficient and transparent security market. Yeah, it provides a fair, efficient, and transparent security market with the help of electronic trading system. So this helps them, that is the investors, to know the what details or the share price of each and every stocks that are dealt there. The fourth one is enabling shorter settlement cycles and book entry settlements. Enabling shorter settlement cycles and book entry settlements. Enabling shorter settlement cycles and book entry settlements. So it enables shorter settlement cycles as well as book entry settlements. The fifth one is meeting international benchmarks and standards. So it tries to, the objective of National Stock Exchange is to meet the international benchmark and standard. So what it has to do is, like, it has to see that it is reaching the benchmark of international standard. So it has to see that the standards are in such a way that it meets, or it is just like the international standard that are used. Okay, so it's like within a span of 10 years, so this NSE, that is National Stock Exchange, it has been able to achieve its objectives for which it was set up. So it has been playing a leading role as a change agent in transforming the Indian capital market. So it is not only that, but also the NSA, it has been able to take the stock market to the doorstep of the investor. So it has ensured that technology has been harnessed to deliver the securities to the investors across the country at lowest cost. The next concept is market segments of NSE. Market segments of NSE. So under that, the first one is wholesale debt market segment. Wholesale debt market segment. Wholesale debt market segment. So under wholesale debt market segment, it says that this segment provides a trading platform for a wide range of fixed income securities. It provides trading platform for a huge or a wide range of fixed income securities that include central government securities, treasury bills, state government loans, bonds issued by public sector undertakings, floating rate bonds or zero coupon bonds or index bonds or commercial paper, certificate of deposit, corporate debenture and mutual fund. So all these are the various fixed income securities that are included in this National Stock Exchange. The second one is capital market segment. So when it comes to capital market segment, the capital market segment of NSE provides an efficient and transparent platform for trading in equity. It provides an efficient, transparent platform for trading in equity, preference debentures, exchange traded funds, as well as retail government securities. So all these are the various things, that is various kind of securities that are dealt by NSE when it comes to capital market segment. The next concept is Bombay Stock Exchange, or BSE. BSE. So BSE, it is also known as Bombay Stock Exchange. It was established in 1875 and was Asia's first stock exchange. It was called as Asia's first stock exchange. So it was granted permanent recognition under Securities Contract Act of 1956. It was granted recognition, that is permanent recognition under Securities Contract Act of 1956. So it has contributed to the growth of the corporate sector by providing a platform for raising capital. It has been providing a platform for raising capital. So it is known as BSE Limited, but was established as a native share stockbrokers association in 1875. So even before the actual legislations were enacted, BSE Limited already had a set of rules and regulations to ensure an orderly growth of securities market. So as discussed earlier, it's like a stock exchange can be set up set up as a corporate entity with different individuals who are not brokers. Is individuals as members or shareholders. Okay, so BSE it is one of the such business exchange or stock exchange set up as a corporate entity with a broad shareholder base. So what were the objectives of this BSE? What were the objectives of BSE? The first objective of BSE is to provide an efficient and transparent market for trading in equity, debt instrument, derivatives and mutual funds, just like your National Stock Exchange. So yeah, BSE also it has an objective of providing an efficient and transparent market for trading in equity, debt instrument, derivatives and mutual funds. So they want to have efficient as well as a transparent market to carry out their stocks in a proper manner, or securities, or sell their securities, or buy or sell their securities in a proper manner. The second one is to provide a trading platform for equities of small and medium enterprise. To provide trading platform for equities of small and medium enterprise. So usually small as well as the medium medium enterprise also will have an intention of having their own platform. Okay, so it helps. That is BSE, that is Bombay Stock Exchange. It provides a trading platform for equities of small and medium enterprises. The third one is to ensure active trading and safeguard market integrity through an electronically driven exchange. So it totally ensures to have active trading as well as to safeguard the market integrity through electronically driven exchange. So everything, like I told you, it's like everything is electronified. So everything gets done on a technological basis. So it's like it ensures that there is active trading as well as proper safeguard market integrity, yes, through an electronically driven exchange. The fourth one is to provide other services to capital market participant, like risk management maybe, or clearing, settlement, market data, and education. So it provides other services to capital market participants. So what are those other services to capital market participants? So one is risk management, clearing, settlement, market data, and education. The last one is like to conform to international standards. So it also, that is just like your NSE, BSE also wants to reach out to conform, or it want to carry out its activities in such a manner that it confirms the international standard, or it meets, or it just runs its stock exchange in the way like how the international standards or international stock exchanges are running their business. The next concept is Securities and Exchange Board of India. Securities and Exchange Board of India. What is Securities and Exchange Board of India? The Securities and Exchange Board of India was established by the Government of India on 12th April 1988. So as an interim administrative body to promote orderly and healthy growth of securities market. To promote orderly and healthy growth of securities market, and for investor protection. So it was to function under the overall administrative control of Ministry of Finance of the Government of India. So the SEBI, it was given a statutory status on 30th January 1992 through an ordinance. Okay, so the ordinance was passed and SEBI was given a statutory status on 30th January 1992 through an ordinance. So the ordinance was later replaced by the Act of the Parliament known as Securities and Exchange Board of India Act 1992. Understood. The ordinance was later replaced by an Act of Parliament known as Securities and Exchange Board of India Act of 1992. Okay, so what was the reason for establishment of SEBI? So the capital market, it has witnessed tremendous growth during the 1980s, characterized particularly by the increasing participation of the public. So this ever expanding investors population and market capitalization led to a variety of malpractices on the part of companies or brokers, market bankers, merchant bankers, then investment consultants and others involved in the securities market. Okay, so the glaring examples of these malpractices include existence of self-styled merchant bankers, unofficial private placements, rigging of prices, unofficial premium on new issues, no adherence of provisions of the Companies Act, violation of rules and regulations of stock exchange and listing requirements, delay in delivery of shares, etc. So these malpractices and unfair trading practices have eroded investors' confidence and multiplied investor grievances. So the government and the stock exchange were rather helpless in redressing the investors' problems because of the lack of proper penal provisions in the existing legislation. So in the view of above, the Government of India decided to set up a separate regulatory body known as Securities and Exchange Board of India. Yeah, so the government of India decided to set up a separate regulatory body known as Securities and Exchange Board of India. Securities and Exchange Board of India. So the next concept is purpose and role of SEBI. Purpose and role of SEBI. Okay, so what is the purpose and role of SEBI? Okay, so it's like the basic purpose of SEBI is to create an environment to facilitate efficient mobilization as well as allocation of resources through the securities market. So it also aims to stimulate competition and encourage innovation. So this environment includes rules and regulations in institutions and their interrelationship instruments, practices, infrastructure, and policy. So this environment aims at meeting the needs of the three groups which basically constitute the market. Yeah, so which are those three people who basically constitute the market? So the issuers of the the issuers of the securities, there's the companies, the investors, and the market intermediaries. So they were the main role players in the market. So what is the purpose and role of SEBI? So to the issuers, it aims to provide a marketplace in which they can confidently look forward to raising finance they need in an easy, fair, and efficient manner. So the one who are issuers are nothing but the companies. It aims to provide a marketplace in which they can confidently look forward to raising finance. So they just provide a market for them in order to raise their finance in future. So confidently they can look forward to raising finance they need in an easy, fair, and efficient manner. So it tries to help the companies in order to raise the funds in an easy, efficient, and fair manner. So to the investors, it should provide protection of their rights and interest through adequate, accurate, and authentic information and disclosure of information on the continuous basis. So the investors, they are not supposed to get exploited. So they should provide protection of their rights and interest through adequate, accurate, and authentic information and disclosure of information on a continuous basis. Disclosure of information on a continuous basis. So to the intermediaries, what it does, or what these SEBI does. So to the intermediaries, it should offer a competitive, professionalized, and expanding market. To the intermediaries, it is brokers, it should provide or offer competitive, professionalized, and expanding market with adequate and efficient infrastructure so that they are able to render better services to the investors as well as the issuers. Yeah, so intermediaries should be provided with a proper, competitive, professionalized, and expanding market with adequate and efficient infrastructure. So you have objectives in your textbooks. You have objectives, functions, as well as the regulatory. Under functions of SEBI, you have regulatory function, development functions, and protective functions. So I don't think that it has to be explained. Why? Because everything comes under stock exchange. So they totally try in order to safeguard the investors or interest of the investors. So when it comes to your objectives, it's like to regulate the stock exchange and the security industry to promote their orderly functioning, maybe protecting the rights, maybe preventing the trading malpractices. All these are the various objectives as well as the functions of SEBI. Okay, so I'm not going to explain the objectives of SEBI, but only 4 points are there, so there is no necessity of explaining that. I think that you can just go on with those concepts. Okay, so the next concept is functions of SEBI. Functions of SEBI. So under functions of SEBI, you have three different functions. One is regulatory functions, developmental functions, and protective functions. Regulatory functions, development functions, and protective functions. So what you can do is, like, you can just read this way, because this becomes very important. The functions of SEBI becomes very important. So under regulatory functions, the first one is registration of brokers and sub-brokers and other players in the market. So each and every brokers and sub-brokers has to be registered in the market. So registration, the second one is registration administration of collective investment schemes and mutual funds. So the mutual funds as well as the collective investment scheme has to be registered. Regulation of stockbrokers, portfolio exchange, underwriters and merchant bankers, and the business in stock exchanges and other securities market. The fourth one is regulation of takeover bids by companies. So takeover bids of companies by companies has to be totally regulated. Yeah. Then calling of information by undertaking inspection. This fifth one. Calling for information by undertaking inspection, conducting inquiries and audits of stock exchanges and intermediaries. So they say that there has to be a proper inspection and conducting of inquiries, also what audits of stock exchange has to be made, not only the stock exchanges but also the intermediates. Then the sixth one is levying fee and other charges for carrying out the purpose of the act. So if there are any fees that has to be charged, then those has to be charged in a proper manner. And the seventh one is performing and exercising such power under Securities Contract Regulation Act of 1956 as may be delegated by the government. So what you have to do is like you will have to perform and exercise all such power that come under Securities Contract Act of 1956, which is delegated by Government of India. So just like your regulatory functions, there are certain developmental as well as protective functions. So just copy this from your textbook. Okay, so I don't think that is necessity of explaining this. So it's very easy. It's very easy. So there are chances that this question may be asked for 8 marks. This is the functions of SEBI. Okay, so there are chances that either of these can be asked. So see that you are studying this. So illige ನಿಮ್ಮ financial market chapter ಮುಗಿಯಿತು. So in the next class we will continue with the other chapter, that is marketing.